Yeah, it just took a second.
Mm-hmm.
What did we train, everybody? What did we train today? We're in week 3.
Week 3.
Week 3 power bodybuilding over here. So fun squatties.
I'm starving, and I just ate a meal. Starving. Bobo, I'm starving.
This guy's feasting.
You know what that means?
It's funny he said that because I did the same. I had my protein drink maybe an hour ago, and then I just had another one 2 minutes ago. Body is a furnace, rocking and rolling. Keyboard. Is this the plug-in for this?
That can work, yeah. That'll work. Did it
No.
die on you?
It's saying it's slow. Hello. Hello, love. Jimmy Sanchez. It's going good over here, my man. It's going good. You ready for Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, all that? What up, Brian? How you doing, my man? Look at you. Good shot there. See, you're bringing the gains coming in.
I'm going to get a simple request. Can we get the Baby Don't Hurt Me music in the background?
You don't hear that? Because I sure do. It's supposed to play in your mind. Yeah, as you look at me. Go for it.
What's your thoughts on vaccine schedule for kids in regard to health and muscle? I don't want to lose this. We can't lose the YouTube.
Not a fan. Just there's way too much research. I don't know if you guys have seen any of this new research as well. Kind of like the whistleblowing research, talking about just this, especially for the kids. And me and Mona went over this stuff with some of my incredible. I'm lucky. I put myself around some of the greatest in the world in all aspects, and so that's also incredible doctors. And to be able to be around them and their friends and around these elite doctors that really do the medicine because they love it and what it can do for you. Not medicine to keep you living, but actually thrive and give you advice on how to really thrive in life. And so even talking to them throughout decades of life, it's amazing. It's amazing how they're setting the behind the curtain. People try to set you up for one thing. So I'm not a fan. And here's the tough thing. It's kids, right? And so for me, myself, I'm cool with no vaccines and all that. But that's a tough one for a parent, because as a parent, you would like to take your doctor's point of view on something. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like, I feel bad. It's like anything. You hope your attorney's good. You hope your doctor's good. If you have to do heart surgery, you hope that the teachers at your school are good. But at the end of the day, it's unfortunate that you got to micromanage that stuff. And yeah, so be smart on that, everybody out there. Be smart on that. But they come out with some incredible whistleblowing studies on how the autism and everything has rised so much, and they compared the vaccine kids to the unvaccinated kids, and it's the kids that are vaccinated are just completely demolished by these things. And
74 doses of 18 different injections from birth to 18. It's a lot.
It's a lot. And look, they just gave out the vaccine for this COVID thing, right? And it's like, that thing was a hoax. And it's like, man, I want to take that. So I feel bad.
Is one set to failure good for somebody who is just getting back into shape?
No, you shouldn't train that to that level. Just everybody stop to the failure. Failure. Stop that. You don't need to train to that point. And what's funny is a lot of these old school guys now are coming out and saying they didn't do that, even though the videos clarify they did. And I've been saying this, not just me, but others. Like, I loved Lee Haney's approach. It's like, I've said this.
Why would somebody
30
say
years
they don't do it?
That they didn't do it.
Why would somebody say they didn't do it when there's years and years and years of footage of them doing it?
I don't know why they would do that.
Possible.
To look smarter today?
Oh, is it because that's the right answer now?
Because that's the right answer.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
So now
they're saying, yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see that. Yeah, you don't need to train. Just stimulate. Lee Haney said it right. Stimulate, don't annihilate. Now, that's for a bodybuilder. Now, there's probably 3 different levels here, right? There's the wannabe bodybuilder. So you don't need to train that hard. You just need to make sure you're recovering. Then you got the athletic person that just wants to stay healthy. 100% don't need to train to that level at all. And then you got the athlete. The harsh reality is the athlete does have to train to that level, but it's not for the reasons you think. It's not for muscle development. It's for him to be able to keep pushing the level of fatigue further and further down the road so he can last longer in the wrestling match, in the boxing, or in the running, or whatever he's doing athletically to push that further down the road. So, yeah, that's the scoop of that. It's a great question, kiddo. But again, you just started back. All you got to do is the most bare minimum and just start working slowly. And you also see that doesn't just go with what I'm saying, but that goes with also what I've told you guys for years is start slow. That way your body just gets back to the motion. And that muscle is going to come back so quick. But you want to make sure that everything else comes back. And that takes time. The whole connective tissue and the nervous system, that takes time. Great question, though. Clip that, post that.
Bam.
Take some science-based lifters that look like shit.
Mike, what do you think about only attacking the front and rear delts for shoulders for a few weeks and then going back to lateral raises and other stimuli for the outer shoulder and cycling this for a few weeks? Is that effective?
Come back to us and tell us how that worked. Go do it. Go have fun with that. Maybe you'll discover something for yourself. And I think periodically do something as silly as that, right? Because most people go, well, no, don't do that. Yeah, why not? It moves slow. All this is a very slow process. So go have fun with it like that. Yeah, most of the time when you do hit fronts and you're hitting rears, probably some side is getting hit, through the exercises anyways too. So go have fun. But metaphorically for anybody, you want to go do something different than what everybody else is doing and telling you, go do it. Have fun with it.
Chat, I think we found the vaccinated guy.
No, he's right.
I think he's upset.
I'd make sure to listen to him. It's a beautiful picture. Or is that just his letters? It's the guy that's so freaking ugly and he's butt naked on his mom's computer downstairs. I don't like this guy. But here he is.
He's 4 boosters deep.
4 boosters deep. He's downstairs in the basement going, I'm a female. Sorry, Bert. Put the lotion on.
How about pull downs behind the head?
Love them.
We didn't have that.
Love them. We just had some youngsters in town from out of the country come on in, trained with us, and we did some of these behind the neck exercises, and they were just talking about how much they felt healthier and more like a unit after getting done with those. Thunder thighs. Oh, fun little leg day today. Jeffrey over here sent a PR for himself.
Little something, something.
Closing in on reps with closing in on, I think it's actually technically you probably can do it now. 5.5 for reps,
Yeah.
you know, and a 6 for a bisque.
Just a good night of sleep. Could do that.
If this boy got 20 minutes of sleep, he'd be, whew, go.
My dieting sucked until recently. I've worked on my test levels, and it helped a lot in my mid-30s. Any recommendations as we get older? Started hitting lightweight hard more than maxing out. Who's hitting the lightweights hard?
Yeah. Oh, good job making the nutrition on point. That's the biggest thing. And you're going to always want to have, for anybody here, the point of nutrition is everybody trains, everybody works out as hard as they possibly can, but it's the nutrition that sets you up for longevity and as you get older. Great for your test levels. Those are great. I'm confused on the mileage and the light weights. There's technically no light weights on weightlifting. You're trying to stress the body. So you're trying to actually put pressure on the body with something that hits the nervous system. That's what helps the whole body and for longevity. So I don't know what lightweight means. To me, it sounds like you're putting mileage on the body without the benefit of weightlifting. If everybody's is that confuse you? Let me explain. Overuse and not the benefit of nervous system or connective tissue strength is a decrease in longevity. So that's a guy that lifts 10 pounds 100 times compared to the guy that comes in and lifts 100 pounds once. So there's much less mileage on the 100 pounds for once. But he also gets the benefit of the other things. He gets the benefit of that extreme stress to the body, what helps enhance the body. He also gets the boost to the nervous system, and he strengthens the connective tissue. So all these factors are beneficial for long life compared to the gentleman where he does the 100 reps with lightweight. That's mileage. I just see the deterioration with the connective tissue and the joints and ligaments. But everything else, man, good job on the nutrition.
Clip it.
Clip it, post it.
Mike, I'm about to start a cut. How much of a calorie deficit do I need to be at to mitigate losing muscle?
Well, it's just a little bit from wherever you're at, right? All you got to do is enhance the workouts just a little bit and decrease the food just a little bit. And you should be right there already. And then don't do your best on tightrope walking, that balance of not losing too much. But you're going to be able to see that by your strength. So just retain your strength as you're dieting. That's going to gauge you on overtraining and losing muscle. So gauge that strength level. And you guys will all do this too. Never do this. Never go from lifting heavy off season to a deficit, right, with your diet. And then also just running away from those heavy weights and doing light weights, tons of reps. Well, I'm cutting up now, so I'm just going to do this. So you're already in a deficit. Now you just doubled it. Now what you did is just allowed the nervous system to take a break, and you just ran away from what you were doing, and now you just doubled it. You already did the calories. You just need to do one aspect. You don't need to run away from the calories and do tons of more work and lighter weight and cardio. That's the process of dieting. So just be patient on that stuff. Great one. Clip it, go with it.
Bam, another one.
Did Bubba go up and go to sleep?
Yeah, he did. He's out of here.
Why did you do that?
What is the vaccine talk? Are you a vaccine lover? Only on YouTube could you just completely miss everything that's going on.
Wow.
What up, internet? Everyone else gets it. Mike, do you do push-ups?
Yes. Usually 1 in the morning. So I just kind of fold over on the bed and then I push up out of it and off to the shower.
Mike, I'm just coming back after 4 months of being sick. I lost 30 pounds. I've been much more sore. Should I just train through the soreness or accept only being able to train once a week for a while?
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So nutrition, that's the first thing. Get that back on point. Train a couple days a week. Just start back slow, my friend. Soreness is cool. And it's not a big deal either, right? And just don't get carried away with having to do the full body each week or anything. Just take your time. You were sick. You lost 30 pounds in 4 months. That's huge. I never even lose 30 pounds on a whole diet. So that's a lot of weight dropped off of a short period of time. I'm glad that you're well. More than anything else, I'm glad that you're well, my friend.
I'm a vaccine hater. Good. There's a lot of smart people.
You know what the weird thing about vaccines
What's that?
is that it was like the identity of the individual.
Oh, yeah.
It became a religion.
Sure did. Yeah.
These freaks that believed in the vaccine, they became such
the cult.
a cult, toxic thing, how they worked and how they lived and how they acted. And so I love this, that it's years later and then you realize that those same psychos that loved it are also sick from it. Dang. It's like, wow, there you go. What do they say? You fight with the sword, you die by the sword kind of thing?
Whoa, a Mike O'Hearn stream? You got any advice for people with ligament issues? My joints are really bendy and building strength is difficult without hurting my limbs.
Yeah, brother. BPC, TB500, amino acids, the peptides, food that help connective tissue, steak. And then you should be strictly on a powerlifting program. Just focused on nervous system and connective tissue strength. See, so for you don't get to pick and choose. You have an issue. Yeah. Congrats, man. Get started tomorrow. See, it's pretty simple when there's no debate there. You got an issue with connective tissue and stuff. You're just purely doing strength.
Yeah, and that sounds contradictory to a lot of people. Oh, my ligaments hurt. Yeah, so do powerlifting where you lift weight. No, you should stay away from that. You should go lightweight.
You shouldn't build the connective tissue. That's the only thing you should build.
There you go. That's literally the key right there, that last sentence.
Yeah. Thanks for asking, man. Good job. I think more people need to find out what this cat found out. Find out what your body's lacking, and then work on that. So there was some weeks there that I focused on partials on squats, and so for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, going to go into it. We've been overextending that range of motion to make it the most elite, far range of motion. And I felt like today on my last set of squats, I felt like I was so folded up at the bottom of this thing. And it just felt great. It felt great to have that kind of range of motion with the weight on the back. It just, crazy good.
What's your favorite training split?
Power bodybuilding. Yeah. Just my old school power bodybuilding is my favorite. My sons will be a push-pull. My sons will be a push-pull when it's time for him to start lifting. And I think for youngsters, I think a push-pull is great. Little Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
How can somebody who has to stay good at running and high rep bodyweight exercises for their job get stronger at the big 3 lifts without jeopardizing their endurance?
Okay. Can't really, right? Everything's a pick and choose.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah. Whatever that job is that you have to run long distance, what job is that?
Yeah, maybe he's a
Fireman?
or some type of coach where he has to
Yeah, a coach that you have to go out there and run long distance.
trainer or
CrossFit.
something. I don't know.
I'd love to know what your job is, but yeah,
Jimmy?
yeah, everything like
It'd be easier.
one of the huge things is jujitsu for me, and that's the biggest question I get from jujitsu guys: is how much should I train, and how much jujitsu? It's like, well, it's you start training jujitsu 4 or 5 times a week, the weightlifting is going to go down. It's just the way it is. So you just got to pick and choose on what's the most important thing to you. And again, it's your job, so that's clearly the goal here. And you like it, and you want to be able to run. So just keep doing the 3 lifts just over and over again. That's the great thing about that nervous system. You can adapt both of those. Think of all football players.
Yeah.
These guys run like maniacs and still have great lifts.
Mike recently went through a divorce. Watching your videos inspired me to get back in shape. Lost approximately 25 pounds since my ex left me. Appreciate you. See, he went through it
My man.
and started lifting.
My man. Great. Sorry. I hope you get to a point with the weightlifting. This confuse you youngsters. I hope you get to a point where that new you in the next year or 2 is such a different level human that you don't want to get back to with your ex. It's more so that your ex is not even your type. I mean, that's how much I want you to change moving forward. And I would love to see that for you, my friend. That is awesome. Good job getting back in there. Good job pushing it. Create a whole new, better you. Great statement. Sorry, not a question.
Mm-hmm.
I love those videos. They talk about the girl and how they got in shape after the divorce.
Yeah.
And the guy just cranked on it because he's like, wait a minute, hold on. Your husband told you to get in shape for 10 years.
Right.
You never got in shape.
Mm-hmm.
And then he leaves you. And now you finally get in shape and you're proud of it. It's like, why didn't you do this during that? This is different than the guy what he just said. So,
Mike, what's it like training with Matt Wenning?
Great, because he's a beast. We were so twins in high school. We were both 272, exact same weight. We were both state champs and We both hit the nationals against the men by 19. And he's just a bright individual, and he's got a great sense of humor. So he's a great guy.
Is this actually live?
No, it's not live.
That's my favorite question next to the "Hey, answer my question"
Yeah.
or statement.
Two more.
Two more? All right, two more. That one's getting skipped. Boom, little statement. That'll stay up there until I find a banger, guys. Maybe that.
I wonder how they feel about that.
Like,
I just wonder how those.
superior to you? They're better.
They were
than you.
so happy to say, "Oh, you should do the vaccine," and now they find out that it's bad for them and
No.
they're dying from it and stuff.
It's like the video we just watched where at the end of it, he gave her like the rationale, and she goes, "Yeah, I don't care." He goes, "Yeah, of course you don't.
Yeah, of course you don't. Yeah.
Of course you don't care." Now that I give you the fact,
Oh, you were so superior to us. Everybody should do the vaccine, and now you find out it's dead. It's like, oh, whatever.
yeah,
Okay. We told you we were morons then, and now. That's why I think we just let them be. Let them be by their own vices.
let him have it. Looking for a banger. Incline bench versus flat.
You don't like this one?
You might be deeper than me. Legendary consistency for decades. You've been an inspiration. Thanks for showing the way. That's great.
What about that one?
Nobody cares what he does and takes. Only losers who don't work out care why he's the GOAT. Favorite quad exercise and why?
Squats.
And why?
The pressure it puts on your whole body. The one you're not doing.
Oh, all right. We'll do that. Let's just do that. What's your mobility routine?
Full range of motion.
Does Mike respond to normal people? Female 61 who loves weightlifting.
Oh, keep crushing him. Mama, it's great. Great. Everybody's normal, right?
Look at that profile.
Yeah, look at
Whoa.
that. Look at that. Look at she's 61 and putting that picture up there. You kids,
Whoa, get over here.
you're putting, she looks great.
Burnt out from workout in school and depressed from a heartbreak. Any advice for going through this?
No. Just like the 61-year-old that has her picture up there, this guy's a sloth. It tells me what he's like. It's like, yeah, it's on you, kid. You got one life. Buck up.
What else can you do besides warming up regularly to save your body from aching as you get older?
Eat right, sleep right, do everything else you can. All one percenters. But at the end of the day, it's just that movement. Just that movement getting through there. The warm-ups get longer and longer, but if you start cutting those shorter and shorter and try to just bypass it, yeah. Why would you put a sloth? How do you even comprehend? Hey, you know what? I'm going to put a picture of myself up. Nah, I'm going to go with a sloth.
35 isn't old, dude, so don't brag. I think they're
Facts. I know.
yeah, they're going at it in chat.
How you guys going at it?
No, this guy goes, I'm 35 and work 60 plus hours a week welding and fitting pipe and still manage to work out. No excuse to miss it. Yeah,
Oh, especially if you're only working 60 hours a week.
that's right.
Yeah, get your ass going. Yeah. Good job, kiddo.
How's Titan doing with the wrestling? They just saw the video. From
Just-
people.
Slow going. It's fun. He has fun. And that's all I care about right now. He's having a blast. He takes all this stuff so nonchalant. But he also started when he was 2. So he thinks as far back, I don't know when you start keeping memories. I don't know what the age is. but as far back as what he does, check to see when they actually start retaining. Yeah, he started jiu-jitsu at 2.5. So he's always done stuff after school. So it's cool. He just thinks it's part of his day and he has fun doing it. So thank you for the question. I'm trying to keep him relaxed in it, like no pressure.
All right, so it's a huge spectrum. It says they start to be able to retain memories and have that from as early as birth to 6 months, but then it gives a range. From birth to 6 months, they can do this. From 6 to 9 months, the brain can do this. Around a year, it can do this. 2 years, it can do this.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's like from birth.
When's your youngest memory?
Well, yeah, it says like.
What's your youngest memory?
Having my brother push me around in a box.
Okay.
That was probably like 1 or 2.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I got good memory though.
You got a good memory.
Yeah.
You think you do. You got good. Misses everything I tell him.
Well,
Just everything.
because you don't tell me.
Because I don't tell him.
I have a
good
good
point.
memory. I don't have telekinesis.
It's a huge difference,
A little
guys.
different.
Go for it.
What do you advise is the next step for a 19-year-old male? Can't train lower body at all due to a severe knee issue. Currently 91 kilograms at 174 centimeters tall. Thanks in advance.
Wow. And there's no chance you can take care of that knee at 19? Man, that's heartbreaking to me. I've seen a lot of that. Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to know more because I'd like to know no surgery or anything's going to help the knee. You're 19 years old. You have an incredibly long life ahead of you, I hope. Life doesn't work that way sometimes, but you should have technically a long life. And a bum knee and training your lower legs is such a huge portion of longevity in life. So figure out what you can do with that knee, from peptides to PRP to operation to braces to crutches to, I don't know. I know people with cerebral palsy and stuff in MS that still train their legs. Like CJ still trains and still squats, and he has cerebral palsy, scoliosis. And so, sorry, brother.
I don't think that guy ever applied with his job. I don't see it at least.
Oh, the running?
Was that what he? Yeah.
He had to do long distance running for his job.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, for his job, he had to do long distance running.
But like, what is the?
But what is the job
That's what I'm saying.
that you have to do long distance? And he's probably going to tell us, and we're going to be like, "Oh God, we're idiots." Didn't even think of that one. Anybody else have an idea of that one?
Thoughts on a little fruit post workout? Sometimes berries and a banana with peanut butter is good for me.
Great. Love fruit. You see how fruit's making a comeback?
Fruit is making a comeback.
So here's funny stuff, and you guys will be able to see this, which I love. So like some of the stuff I said 30 years ago, 40 years ago was I don't need to train to fatigue. I just need to stimulate the body, push the muscles, low reps, heavy weights. And now that's 30, 40 years later, it's coming out that, hey, that's the best way to train for longevity. Or the incredible protein and growth factors that duck eggs have. See, you guys think it's a joke. What's great, though, is duck eggs are tenfold better than regular eggs. Again. And so it's interesting that these kind of continuous things come out later on. Go back and watch some old YouTubes. Go back and watch some old YouTubes about rep range, training, nutrition, and my point of fruit was guess 2000, I talked about how I'd have a good 8 ounces and then on high days, 16 ounces of fruit before bed, and how that helped me put on so much strength and size. And now fruit's coming out again. Go for it.
Mike, what's your best advice on maintaining discipline on your goals? I've lost over 100 pounds since following you, and but I've relapsed and made mistakes by eating poorly.
Just, I mean, whatever I can't give you anything that you can't give yourself. Whatever you did to start that process of losing 100 pounds, there's 90% of the people on here that can't get that kind of focus. So whatever you did that triggered it for yourself, find that again. Maybe what happened is that you lost 100 and you got comfortable. Don't get comfortable. You know, it's if you lost 100 and you're starting to look good, now try to change that physique. Try to put some of that memory muscle back on. Try to shape it up. Try to help the skin. So different goals, different things, but keep moving forward, my friend. And please come back over and let me know if you find that spark again to really start pushing it hard again, all right? Let me know that, all right? And Owen. All right, we're going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for hanging out today. You guys have a great one. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the Live with Titan Medical.